Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's monster's reign of terror lasted 27 years before he was finally put into a cage permanently. Joseph Edward Duncan III was born in 1963 in Fort Bragg, Indiana. His criminal acts began in 1978, according to his confessions and subsequent arrests. This began at age 15 with sexually assaulting a 9-year-old boy at gunpoint. In 1980, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old boy at gunpoint. 14 years later, in 1994, he was paroled, only to be reincarcerated in 1997 for violating the terms of his parole. In spite of spending only 8 years of his adult life out of prison, he is known to have murdered 8, raped 16, and molested 7 people, most of them minors. And this is just what they can tie to him. In reality, there are likely many more. Every single time he was let out of prison, he was tied to kidnappings and murders within months of being free. The beginning of the end for him was the authorities' discovery of the bodies of Brenda Groene, her boyfriend Mark Mackenzie, and their son Slade Groene in their home along Lake Coeur d'Alene in the city of Coeur d'Alene. When the bodies were discovered, the 2 younger children of the family, 9-year-old Dylan and 8-year-old Shasta, were found to be missing. This led to an Amber Alert and authorities searching the area for the 2 younger children. A full 7 weeks later, on July 2nd, 2005, 8-year-old Shasta was seen with an unknown man at a Denny's in Coeur d'Alene. A waitress, manager, and 2 customers at the restaurant recognized Shasta from media reports. They surreptitiously called police and positioned themselves to prevent the man from leaving. Police officers arrived at the restaurant and arrested the man, who was later identified as Duncan, without incident. Shasta identified herself to a waitress at the restaurant and to authorities, and was taken to Kootenai Medical Center for medical treatment and to be reunited with her father. Through Shasta, authorities found out that Dylan had been killed by Duncan with a shotgun. Supposedly, the murder was accidental, as though that really makes a difference. This was the final time Duncan was let out of incarceration. The crimes he was convicted of this time put him in prison for the rest of his life. In spite of being given the death penalty, the execution never happened. Instead, in March of 2021, he was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. He refused radiation treatment and chemotherapy, and then died on March 28, 2021, from brain cancer. In my opinion, he got off far too easy. Thank you all for listening. Feel free to subscribe for more monsters in the menagerie, and I will see you all next time.